以下為個人意見節目，內容提及嘅所有政綱及言論均以嘉賓原話為準，敬請留意。
市選論英雄 Municipal Election Talks 節目主持 Alex Siu。
各位你好，跟住落嚟咧，我就請咗喺萬錦市第5區 Ward 5嘅 Councillor Candidate Roger Subramania. Roger, would you like to tell us why do you want to become a candidate and what's your background?
I'm a professional engineer and I live in Markham for last 10 years.
我係一個專業嘅工程師，我係過去10年咧就喺萬錦市居住嘅。
And I have 3 children and I live here with other people and I'm a community activist. I've been working for a lot of volunteering.
我係有3個細路仔，咁我就過去咧就係好積極積極喺社區裏邊。
And then I thought embracing this system, I could reach out and help everybody live in Markham. This is good opportunity for me to serve everyone on my neighborhood.
因為我過去做咗咁多嘢，我發覺都係時候咧，就將我個喺社區服務嘅範圍咧就擴闊咗，咁所以我係出嚟 run 呢樣嘅 candidate。
So I want to go into this Markham municipality and help the residents with their day-to-day needs, what Markham provides already. And I want to look into transparency and accountability. I want to be an accountable councillor for the people I represent.
我覺得咧就即係我如果去選 councillor 最主要其中一個目的咧，就係希望咧就係個市府多啲透明度，咁呢個係最重要嘅嚇，咁同埋咧就係負責任嘅。
And I also want to engage in activities that will promote inner communities to get to know each other. As you know, Markham is a multicultural society where we want to build the relationship from bottom up, which means organizing activities that will help the community come forward and learn about other culture. This way they have a better understanding and they learn to accept other culture, other food, other language, other of other people. And
萬錦市係一個多元文化嘅地方，咁我希望咧就係組織好多活動，令到嗰啲唔同社區、唔同嗰啲嘅族裔嘅人可以咧就一齊走埋一齊。
I also want to help the green belt. I want to make sure that we have trees and the green space preserved. The heritage sites are untouched. We don't want anybody to go in there and just start destroying everything.
我亦都希望咧就係即係做多啲環保嘅，多啲綠化，咁希望咧維持祖家個 green belt 個綠色嗰啲地帶，咁同埋希望嗰啲本土文物嗰啲古蹟咧可以咧就維持到嘅，唔好俾人即係摧毀咗個本土文物。
I go to work 9 to 5 and I know what it means stuck in traffic. So I want to make sure.
我就係自己返工㗎，咁朝頭早返工咧，大家都知道交通嘅問題，我係希望確保交通可以暢順啲。
I want to make sure we use the common sense when we support a proposal that allows high-rise building coming up in the main intersections.
我亦都希望咧，就我哋用一啲即係比較上 common sense 比較即係普及啲嘅諗法，咁令到咧就即係嗰啲即係新嗰啲嘅建築物咧，就係即係可以係即係有秩序咁樣可以發展嘅。
I also want to help my youth who goes to high school here in Markham find some employment. So by creating a job fair 2 or 3 times a year.
咁我亦都希望咧喺呢度即係嘅後生仔嗰度讀書嘅，佢可以咧就有啲即係summer job 咁樣可以咧就係幫到佢哋嘅。 咁我希望咧就會做一年做2-3次呢個 job fair， 即係嗰啲揾工作嘅展覽會。
I also want to help the seniors because they are integral part of our society. So I want to take them out of houses, take them on picnics, take them on trips and activities that will keep them busy and occupy. So Markham funded, sponsored by businesses to help them out to interact with other seniors.
我希望亦都幫到啲老人家，咁佢哋可以咧就多啲做啲活動啊。咁希望揾到一啲商家或者就喺政府攞到啲funding咧，就可以咧就令到呢啲老人家可以有啲多啲正常即係喺外邊嘅活動，咁唔係成日喺屋企咁樣。
So I also want to look into supporting the parks and community centers. That's vital to our families. So I want to make sure that we get enough funding, the maintenance is done on time.
我亦都希望咧就我哋有啲 keep 到好多公園喺個 market 裏邊，咁make sure 咧就即係嗰啲公園咧就係有足夠嘅資源，咁嘅政府係可以咧就有啲比較完善啲嘅公園嘅設施。
I also like to help the farmers set up a common place where farmers can come and sell their products. Right now, I don't see that as a city we are creating a space for them to bring their products. So I want to create a roster every year in the beginning of the year, saying month of June, farmers will bring their products on this particular community center.
我亦都希望咧幫到一啲農夫，咁因為家姐喺 market 裏邊農夫咧就佢哋咧就冇一笪好好嘅地方可以咧就係賣到佢啲農產品，咁我希望咧就一個類似社區中心咁樣，咁令到佢由6月開始咧成個新馬咧就可以咧就喺度即係擺埋佢哋嗰啲農作物。
One of my stronger platform is that improving transparency and accountability, which means asking constituents, before I put my hands up, I will reach out to them and ask them permission.
咁其中一個我最重要嘅諗法咧就係話，我希望增加透明度同埋咧就係有負責任嘅，咁所以每逢咧就係有啲市議會嘅新項目，我一定徵詢民意，咁之後我先至可以作出好好嘅決定。
We will have one or two more like community coming together, Markham Mosaic, which will improve inner communities to come together and demonstrate their culture, food, and all that. So more like on my Ward 5, I will have 2 or 3 community events where everybody lives on the street able to take part and get to know, because I'm a strong advocate that we need to get bonding by neighbor to neighbor. That's how we build the strongest Canada.
其中因為我萬錦市係好多元文化，咁我希望咧就係透過一啲即係唔同嘅 ethnic group 嘅文化咧，咁譬如食物啊，或者可以咧就將佢哋put together， 咁令到大家咧彼此更加了解。So Raj, could you tell us, what compelled you to come to run for candidate?
Certainly, and I have a passion for helping other people, and I've been volunteer for a long time. I embrace this system so that I can reach out to everybody in my neighborhood. So
Roger 咧就佢係好熱心嘅，佢好中意幫助人，咁佢亦都係即係有能力做呢樣嘢，咁所以佢係好想做呢樣嘢。
So I consider this opportunity as the best opportunity for me to reach, touch up into all the hearts and minds of Markham. I want to become their person, go-to person, where I'll be there helping their day-to-day needs. One day I have an experience that I have a neighbor I had known. He always come and help my with garden and stuff. And then 1 year later, he died. Nobody told me. He just come out and help, but a year later, I found out he is no more. So I couldn't even attend the funeral. It touched my heart because I felt like even though he was helping me, I couldn't even attend his funeral because I didn't know that because he was suffering from a cancer.
Roger 咧就佢咧就係好想幫助人，咁佢曾經有個經驗就係佢有個嘅鄰居，咁個鄰居咧就係成日幫周圍嘅身邊嘅人，咁佢亦都接受佢嘅幫忙，佢亦都就好喜歡呢個朋友，但係好可惜呢個鄰居咧就突然間咧就係死咗，佢係一個即係 cancer 癌症死嘅。咁但係即係阿 Roger 就覺得好抱歉、好遺憾，因為咧佢亦都唔知道呢個鄰居係死咗，所以佢冇去到個 funeral， 咁覺得好遺憾。咁希望咧佢咧就係即係佢自己希望就話我可以咧就即係好似呢個鄰居咁樣，可以幫到其他人，令到有啲朋友、有啲鄰居可能日常生活有啲好多唔同嘅問題，我可以作為佢一個去高做嘅 person， 有問題可以嚟我嗰度，我就可以幫到佢。咁呢個係最主要嘅原因。
We always hear the politicians say we have a greatest diversity in Canada, but they use the word tolerance. We don't need to tolerance. We need to make people accept each other.
咁我成日見到好多 politician 咧，即係政治家咧，就政客講咧，就佢哋咧就係話我哋加拿大係好多元文化，咁所以佢成日用呢個話 tolerance 用呢個容忍嘅字。其實我覺得係唔係容忍，我哋要接受即係多元文化。
So to accept each other, the way is to build from the grassroots. Built from the street level, where neighbors to neighbors get to know, bonding happens.
如果要即係接受大家咧，最好嘅方法咧就係我哋係要做，即係去到最基層嗰度，朋友之間、鄰居之間係真係要彼此溝通，要認識大家，咁可以咧就有一個聯繫，有個 bonding。
I want to get my youth involved in charity. I want to inspire them. I want to integrate them into the society. So I want to pull them out of this electronic gadgets so they can spend their time on doing something good.
我希望咧就啲小朋友咧就唔好成日咧就係玩嗰啲電腦啊，即係上網嗰啲咁樣。我希望咧就帶佢哋出嚟咧做啲義工，走去咧就做啲即係fundraising啊，將佢自己嗰啲即係啲玩機嘅時間走出去咧就幫助呢個社區。
I always grow up because my father was a farmer, and I like to support the green space. I want to see trees. I want to see birds flying around our houses. The nature should be around with us.
我父親係一個農夫，咁所以我係對於呢個即係環保，對於綠色嗰啲地帶咧，我係相當之即係希望可以維持到。我希望咧就多啲綠化嘅地方，咁啊希望嗰啲即係禽鳥啊，啲動物可以即係喺度周圍走咁樣，咁係一個即係我希望做到嘅。咁so that's one of your passion. So Roger, other than the politics, other than the community, could you tell us what you work, as well as like what do you study? And
Right.
I think you talk about it a little bit more. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit more.
Sure. I finished my high school in Canada and also finished my engineering degree. I've been working last about more than 17 plus years in the IT industry.
我就喺加拿大讀中學，咁亦都喺加拿大讀大學，咁跟住做咗17年嘅 IT 即係電腦科技嘅工作。
So I have been working at government sector, banking industry, insurance firms, consulting firms,
咁我就
IBM.
我亦都喺即係呢個政府、喺銀行、喺驗疏公司，亦都係 IBM 做過。
I also have a credential professional engineer that I got after working for long and taking special courses. I also have 3 children, and I live with them at Markham, and I drop them and pick them up at the parks. So I start bonding with parks and all community centers.
我就係喺 Markham 住咗好多年，我有3個小朋友，咁我係即係喺 pick up 佢 from school， 咁然之後帶去個公園嗰度行，咁所以我係好愛個 park。So what's the age of your kid?
My first one is a girl. She's 10-year-old.
我有一個10歲嘅女兒。
Second one is 7 boy.
7歲嘅小男仔。
And the third one is a girl again. It's a 7. She's 5. Sorry.
另外一個就5歲嘅女兒，咁所以有個10歲、7歲同埋5歲嘅小朋友。咁do you still have more to talk about? You know, other than the family?
Can I put a request for Chinese community to come out and help me? And
我希望呢就即係可以呢就係即係華裔社區有啲人可以幫到我手，係做啲競選活動嘅。如果有需要嘅呢就可以呢就接觸我。So what's your number that they can call you?
289-800-7605。
如果有興趣幫手嘅，可以呢就打電話289-800-7605。跟住落嚟我就會問阿 Raj 呢，就佢如果被選到，佢會喺市議會嗰度做啲乜嘢，想 achieve 啲乜嘢。So Raj, once you elected, what would you like to achieve for in the council?
I have several ideas that I'm working on releasing in about few weeks.
我係仲係 work on 緊我個 platform， 咁呢就係即係會喺呢幾個禮拜之內呢就會即係完成嘅。
But I can talk about the themes, what I'm going to cover. Traffic and public transportation, improving.
但我可以講我做緊啲乜嘢。第一樣嘢呢就係改善呢個交通嘅問題。
Increasing ideas to increase the accountability at the council.
亦都係想增加一個市議會裏邊嘅負責任嘅程度。
Ideas to integrate the inner communities together.
另外一個呢就係又有啲咩方法可以令到呢我哋社區融合一齊。
Ideas to farmers to sell their products.
有啲咩即係可以令到呢個農人可以呢就即係賣到嗰啲產品。
Ideas to preserve our parks and heritage sites.
亦都係需要做緊啲意見係可以呢就係令到多啲公園可以多啲綠化嘅地方。
Ideas to improve the small business in Markham.
亦都係即係可以有啲 idea for 啲小生意嘅。
Also ideas for increasing the youth employment.
亦都係可以希望可以增加到一啲年青人嘅工作就業。
And ideas to urban developments.
亦都係即係希望可以做多啲即係城市規劃。So these ideas you still work on. So if somebody want to participate, so how can they approach you?
Certainly they can. They can find me at Facebook. Facebook group is RAJ 2014. So Facebook fe.com
and your
RAJ 2014.
And your phone number?
289-800-7605.
佢因為嗰個 platform 仲係即係喺度籌備緊，咁如果有邊一個想參與嘅呢，佢可以係 Facebook RAJ2104 Facebook RAJ2104 或者個電話手提電話號碼289-800-7605。So we talk about those are the idea that you want to achieve. So why do you think the voter would need to vote for you? 點解選民需要選你？ So why does the voter want to vote for Roger?
I think this is time for the residents, for the new blood to be injected into the council.
我覺得最重要就係喺呢個市議會裏邊呢，都係時候呢，就係即係有多啲新血，有啲新嘅意見帶入市議會。
I am a common man. I represent all of them, all of the issues, because I live there.
我係一個係 common 嘅人，係一個平常嘅人。咁我係喺嗰區住嘅，咁個個人可以揾我可以做到呢樣嘢。
And I live among them, and they can find me anywhere, whether I'm walking on the site, or they should know that I know all the issues, because I'm experiencing the same thing in terms of traffic and in terms of parks not being taken care of. All that is I'm also experiencing.
我同一般嘅市民民眾一樣，係你嘅問題同我啲問題完全一樣。我哋有呢個交通嘅問題，我有好多市政嘅問題。咁你有咩嘢呢？你就可以揾我，咁我就可以呢就幫你解決，亦都樂於幫你解決。
With my strong 20 plus years experience in IT and on my education background, I think I can do a lot of improvements at the council without increasing the property tax.
我覺得憑我即係喺呢個即係電腦嗰邊科技17年嘅經驗，我可以將我啲經驗帶去市議會，我可以咧令到即係做好多嘢就唔需要加呢個地稅嘅。
I will rely on them even for the small proposal that before I put my hands up, I will talk to them.
就算一啲好細嘅議程，我都希望咧就掌握咗，然之後同市民溝通，我先至會係作出決定嘅。
With my experience, I have ways to reach out to them if I need it, to consult them. I have that passion that I love talking to people.
我係一個好中意同人傾偈嘅人，咁所以如果有問題嘅話，我一定會係接觸啲民眾，可以攞到即係一啲即係好重要嘅信息。咁即係希望去到10月27號，大家咧就投阿 Roger Samara， 佢係Roger Subramania。You want to pronounce your name properly?
Subramania.
Roger Subramania。咁佢係萬錦市第5區嘅 candidate。咁希望投嘅票啦。多謝各位。
以上內容純屬個人言論，所提及嘅政綱均以嘉賓原話為準，並不代表本台立場，敬請留意。立場敬請留意。立場敬請留意。